3, 2, 1.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the Blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's a team down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. We chanted Super Blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day.
No final whistle drama for the Blues at the end of last season as we finish a respectable 10th in the Championship. Then as a few players drift off, we sit back and think deja vu's hitting us again. But some astute business by Gary and his staff seemed to replace wisely and brought in some real talent given the constraints we're still under. Ernst & Young announced that Carson Young and Peter Pan were to be taken to court regarding financial irregularity, but the less say we about that, or them, the better we feel. For me, well, we bought a new barbecue about 6 weeks ago and I've only been able to use it 6 times. But Saturday, a long, long road started all over again and the joys and sorrows are now underway. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, it stopped raining and an impressive 19,171 turn up for the opening game against Reading. All the usual drama and last minute save from the pole in the goal ensured that the first 3 points were bagged and the feel-good factor that we've craved for so much over the last few years continued. Let's hope this season can give us something to relish and to be proud of. Only time will tell, but Blues fans, please be realistic. There will be slip-ups along the way, and all we have to do is keep the faith and make St Andrews that beautiful arena that it used to be. We can only do what we can do, and the players and manager can only do what they can do. But win, lose or draw, let's get behind our beloved Birmingham City Football Club and give them every ounce of support we possibly can. Just another summer being a Birmingham City fan.
We're so happy following the Blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the Blues. We love you.
It's back. The summer is over. I can't wait for those dark nights when we're sat outside and waiting for the lights to illuminate St Andrews once again in the dankest of miserable February nights. I'm so happy to be here tonight. I tell you what, I've missed you people so much.
I believe you.
In the studio tonight, we've got Chris Pugh, our ladies guru and blues caterer, highly informative and exceptionally knowledgeable. If serving is ever below you, Chris, then leadership is beyond you. I didn't recognise him when he walked in. He's lost over 6.5 stone. 6.5?
No? Over 5.
Over 5.5. Sorry, I misheard you. I'm a bit deaf. And I seem to have borrowed it off you, mate. How's your summer been, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, very good.
Wonderful. What have you done with all the extra large shirts that you've not got anymore then? Have you kept them?
Thrown them. All gone.
All got. You've thrown them?
Yeah.
Why did you want
Really,
them?
I couldn't throw a Birmingham shirt away. I could not do that, man. Couldn't do it.
Tempting. If you keep them, then you've always got them there in case you go back. So.
Well, we've actually had some Maltesers presented to us on the table, and Chris is the only person not to have had one so far, but we'll come back to those very shortly. Okay, also in the studio with us tonight is Channel K's and Sport Radio's very own little Capo. Well, he's not so little anymore. Leader of the Irish culture and diehard blues fan. He's just about getting ready to start shaving, so we can expect at least another 50 or 60 years of Tilton Talk. How are you, bud?
Not too bad.
Nice T-shirt, by the way.
Thank you very much.
It's a Channel K Sports Radio T-shirt. I've just put an order in for one.
Available online.
Available online. Do have a look. And then on buttons tonight, Chris Browne. He's on buttons, as I say. He's already had a can of Carlin, so if it all goes pear-shaped shortly, he's going to be the only one to blame. And he's also the connoisseur of all things wasabi peas and the official date checker of out-of-date biscuits. How you doing?
What an intro!
I know, I'm loving it, mate. I'm buzzing. The Blues
take you
one
all
Saturday.
15 minutes to make.
God, brilliant, mate. What a start. What a start to the season. What a start to the season. We'll come back onto that shortly. I don't care, mate. I can get excited, can't I? Okay. Why are you all smiling at me? I'm a happy chappy. Oh, and on holiday this week is our GA. He's just a Villa fan.
Yeah.
Shame he's not here, actually, because we've got a few things to discuss with him, I believe, over the coming weeks. Where's he gone? Anywhere nice, Chris?
Cornwall.
Cornwall?
Yeah,
Cornwall.
Cornwall.
Yeah, had some thunderstorms down there this morning, didn't they?
Were.
Ah, that will dampen his Cornish
Certainly I've
cream,
been saying that, man.
his pasties and all that.
Were.
Okay, so on a serious note, them up at B6 lost the FA Cup final in the summer, and of course our summer was made. The fun started way before that final whistle. However, as the summer panned out, very sad to hear the events on that beach in Tunisia, only to hear that Midlands clubs had lost fans, relatives and ex-players in that awful act which saw the slaughter of 38 innocent people, including former Birmingham City Football Club player Dennis Thwaites and his wife Elaine. They were from Blackpool. And also we remember and pay tribute to Craig Masters' dad, who sadly passed away with a brain tumour at the early age of 54. He was a lifelong Blue Nose and season ticket holder since the age of about 7. Sports Radio, as always, pays homage and respect to all those affected in these tragedies. Now, okay, it's up and running, Chris. What do you reckon? You've got to be excited. A tiddly bit excited, surely.
I'm going to be the voice of reason.
We knew it.
Chris Pugh, the voice.
Just try and calm everybody down.
It's not everybody, it's just me.
Just, mainly Nick.
So it's only me in here that's feeling it at the minute.
Yeah. I mean...
I think it's because it's back more than anything. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is always really nice to come back to the season with a win, with a win at home, in front of a crowd, decent
19,171. And I see that the shirt was up for grabs the other day. We do have a winner for that. We'll announce it a bit later on. There's no way would I put that down. I'd have gone for about 16 and a half.
Yeah.
So it's a 25% increase on the first season, first game last year.
Yeah.
25% increase. That speaks volumes for what for what the perception of the supporters is now of the football team. Forget the club and forget the hierarchy and this, that and the other, but of the team and things that are going on the pitch. I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah, it shocked the club as well because they weren't expecting that many.
Were you expecting it in catering?
No, that
Did
that
you
was
run
my
out?
point. Yeah, there were a lot of people running around aimlessly, but yeah.
I believe it was
nipping down to Mackey's at the bottom to get some extra chips.
I think it was the highest, the biggest home opening day for about 4 seasons. Or
7 I think it was.
Yeah, well,
I think it was 7.
We haven't had a first day at home for a while, I don't think. So
that's probably why. Then.
So it is always nice to start the season at home. The way we finished last season in our home performances, in particular, we were strong at home at the end of last season.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think people have
plus the signings.
Carried it on.
The signings I think have helped as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, we haven't stood still. We have. Obviously, Rowett has tried to build on the squad and bring new players in, and it all paid off on Saturday, thankfully.
Brilliant. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was working, so I couldn't get to the game, and I was a bit gutted actually because I was booked out to do a wedding on Saturday. Weddings are marvellous affairs, and you obviously spend an incredible amount of time and effort and money on on doing that sort of thing. But unfortunately, there was only 18 people there, so I could have. I know, don't Capo, don't shake your head, mate. Don't go there, mate. Don't go there. So I could have subbed it out and quite easily come to the game, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm going to choose wisely next time, I think. Got to say hello to Craig M. Craig Masters, who's joined us on the shout box, and it was an honour and it was never a pleasure, but it was an honour to give your dad a shout out, mate. And also I'll say happy birthday to my dad for yesterday as well, who passed away a couple of years ago, as we all know. And I know there's nothing you can do, is there? But he took me to my first game, so eternally grateful. Yeah.
So quick, isn't it? 2 years?
Yeah. So you ran out of chips, then, did you?
No. Well, there was because they've got rid of the burger vans.
No.
Yeah. Inside the stadium, they've got rid of.
What, the one at the back of the Tilton's gone?
Yeah.
Oh,
and they're getting some more made up, but it's going to be Blues run and owned as opposed to contracted out. So while they're getting them done,
but little Mark won't be able to have his sausage anymore. Are
you going to the Derby game?
Unfortunately, working on Friday night. Well, yes, I fly me well, I'm mate too. Right, I am.
So, but I think they said mid-September they'll be there. So
okay,
they will get replaced, but because they weren't there, everywhere else was busy,
yeah.
and there was 19,000 which they weren't expecting as well. So, yeah. it got a bit hectic in some areas of the ground, I think.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know we had that issue with the bread with that van outside last year.
I don't remember that.
Honestly, the burgers and they were always very nice. And little Mark used to love his sausage because it was like bigger than his head. You know what I mean? So, and we'd sit and take a photograph of him with his blue sausage. Right. Okay. We've got a bell. Bit louder. That rings a bell. Ding, ding, ding. Capo's in charge of the bell tonight, and the bell is going to signify if something of worth comes up on the shout box, which you are very welcome to join in on. Then he's going to interrupt proceedings with the bell, then we'll stop what we're doing and go on straight into the shout box because it's you that count. You're the fans of the show. Fans of the show.
Couldn't do it without you.
Couldn't do it. None of this would be worthwhile, would it?
No.
None of it.
Definitely had too many Maltesers.
I've only had 3. I'm going to have another one now. Talk over for a minute, Chris.
It's Capo's turn. What's on the show box?
Yeah, what's on the shout box tonight?
Just everyone saying hello for now, yeah. Not a lot interesting going on at the moment. Not that I can see.
Okay. Please, as we say, don't forget to keep your comments clean on the shout box. No swearing, please, Doco. We've already seen one expletive, which we shall have to deal with very shortly, and I'm not looking forward to this surprise you've got, whatever it is, no matter what. Capo, did you go to the game then?
I did, yeah.
Okay, give us your analysis, your full breakdown.
It was nice to be back. It wasn't really being back for me because I went to the game before the Leicester game at home for the pre-season. But it was good to see the Tilton full again. I felt the atmosphere rise, and it was very. It made me smile.
I was even more gutted when I was watching the pictures coming through on Twitter. I was thinking, why? Career change, that's what I need. Career change.
It was very good to see a lot of the fans getting involved as well. Normally, from previous experiences, if we've had a high crowd, the atmosphere has been better than it normally is, but not the best. It was fairly good on Saturday. I enjoyed it, and as you can probably tell, still recovering from my throat.
I love them. I love this. I have to be so careful. Of course, when you're doing a wedding, you've got to project yourself, and you've got to talk to people and something. And I get back, and there's just nothing. It's quite hilarious actually. So I don't make excuses for. I just have to do football. I don't care. So first half good. Second half.
First half we played some good football. I was really impressed with the midfield. John Terrell shines out for me at the moment. He's the one who on the show that I did, the Midlands show on Thursday, I looked out for him.
Hey, no plugging of that on here if you don't mind.
I focused on him to be our man of the season, to look out for, to see how he progressed. Obviously, he's been to pre-season abroad with Arsenal this pre-season, working with their team, and then come to our team, and he looks really well. I'm just concerned about who we've got in goal for our main man, Cusack.
What, the pole in the goal? Pulling off a last-minute penalty save like that?
He's getting a lot of media positives for saving that penalty, but if you look at the way he played during the game, half the time, when we had pressure on us in the last half an hour, he made me have my heart in my mouth.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question then, right? Okay, before the game, I met with you nonchalantly, right? And I said to you, Blues to win 2-1 and the pole in the goal to do a last-minute penalty save. What would you say?
No chance.
You'd have taken it, wouldn't you?
I'd have taken it.
You'd have taken it. So I can't understand, and I genuinely mean this, I can't understand the negativity surrounding him. I can't understand it. Right, I
thought he could have done better with the first goal, with their goal.
Okay.
The initial shot, he sort of parried it back into play. And I think it wasn't overly convincing against Leicester, albeit a pre-season friendly. But I'll say this about goalkeepers and the relationship between goalkeepers and defenders. He won't have played that often with the centre halves, so he has to develop that relationship between his defenders. I know what Capo's saying. A couple of times when I caught a glimpse and they were lumping balls into the box, and he's coming quite a way out. A number of times he did claim the ball, and there's nothing better for a defender than seeing your keeper coming and claiming it and knowing that he's going to do that.
Unlike Petr Cech.
Well,
there's
a great example of the relationship between the keeper and your defenders. There's no doubt that Petr Cech's a great keeper, but as you say, that relationship needs to be developed between the goalkeeper and the centre halves, and it will take a bit of time for Kuszak to get used to Morrison, and Morrison to get used to Kuszak, and over time that will get a lot better.
But then there was also quite a lot of negativity surrounding golly, what was his name from last year? He's gone and I've forgotten him already, you see.
Randolph.
Randolph.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Randolph made mistakes,
yeah. But I still thought Kuszak was quite a tidy signing, to be honest with you. We're waiting for Capo to ring. All right, okay, Capo. Right, these are the rules. These are the rules. You're allowed to interrupt at any time during the show, any time you like.
I thought the conversation was
Unless
going
I'm
well.
talking.
No.
I was quite enjoying being put in my place and proven wrong. So,
No.
Where is it? Hubber said the first half we looked like Juventus, second half we looked like Frey Benter.
Brilliant.
Craig's put, what are your opinions on David Cottrell?
David Cottrell. Well, let's answer that then, shall we?
I thought he played.
I think he's good. Well, sorry, Kev, go on.
I can't
played
comment because I
well.
weren't there. So
I thought he played well on Saturday. He had a nervous end to the season. I think he didn't play the best he can do, but in pre-season I went to a couple of the games and he looked positive, and I was really happy with how he played on Saturday, and he can keep scoring them goals if he wants.
absolutely, too right. I mean, that's the main thing, isn't it?
I mean, he's a threat. He's a threat in this division, and I know that a couple of weeks before the season started, there was talk of him going to Cardiff.
Yeah.
And I think you have to judge a player on how you would react if they left. And for me, Randolph left. We can bring another keeper in. I'd be disappointed to see if Cottrell was to leave. Obviously, the window's still open, so he still could.
There is. I have seen talks that he's in talks at least with the management reference a new contract, and he looks like signing it.
I'd like to see him sign a new contract. I mean, as you say, even if it's through set pieces, he scored an absolute worldie against Leicester.
Yeah.
And all the Reading one got a deflection, but he has that in his locker, and I think he is a creative player, so something we don't have that much of. Like you say, we bought Terrell in, who I think is going to be a really good player. He looks very good at Brentford last year in this division. So, but yeah, I mean, for me, Cottrell, I think he's a valuable member of that side. I think,
Yeah,
for me anyway.
There you go. Let's answer that one. Then next one.
SKC have to agree with me, which is kind.
Oh no! Shock you reading that one.
Did you write it? Did you write it? Come on, did you write that one yourself?
Kuszak made me panic whenever the ball goes near him. Poor handling and appalling kicking. The penalty save glasses over what was a very shaky performance.
But at least he saved that penalty.
Yeah,
I'm
thankful
on
that
that
he did.
penalty save. He saved us a point.
Yeah.
He saved us 2 points.
2.
Yeah.
Now, if that 2 points is the between the up and or the down and all the playoffs, blah blah blah, we'll all be sitting here at the end of the season going, it was that moment in time.
It could be pivotal, But
But
as you say, the first game, you've got the positivity of winning the first game, and some people are a little bit concerned about Kuszak, but it is week one.
Let him bed in.
You've got to. I think you've got to give them time, the defence and the keepers, to get used to each other, and I think he will improve.
I did hear some comments of him being too old, but he's still only 33.
For a keeper,
that's a great
he's
age.
got experience.
Yeah.
I know a lot of Wolves fans as well were disappointed that he didn't stay.
Yeah.
Which for a side that just narrowly missed out on the playoffs last year, if they're a club that are looking to go up, and they would have liked to have kept him, I think that says a lot about him as well.
Definitely.
Okay, next one.
Where is it? Spectre was fantastic. This is from Bagel, I think.
Yeah, Bagel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spectre was fantastic Saturday. Thought he was an absolute wall between him and the Don for man of the match.
Who got man of the match?
Spectre.
Spectre got man of the match. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Again, I was listening, watching my Twitter feeds, etc., on Saturday, and that certainly was emanating through. There's a brilliantly big word for you.
Did he play left back? Am I right? Did he play left back? I mean, that's testament to him playing out of position. At the end of last season, I remember us having discussions about who we'd like to keep and who might be on their way out. And if I remember rightly, he was one that us in the studio and people on the shoutbox were 50-50 about.
Yeah, pretty much.
For him to come in, first game back of the season, he's got himself a new contract and he was excellent on Saturday.
Was Edgar a bit of a surprise leaving today on a season loan? Season loan.
Yeah. Yes and no.
Is there a recall on that or not?
I'm not 100% sure, but if you remember, we allowed him to go to Huddersfield last year, but it was only because of an injury that he comes straight back, so he didn't actually get any game time. I suppose, I don't know whether... I don't think Rowett doesn't want him, but I don't think he's ready. No. I don't think he thinks he's ready for us yet, and I don't think he knows which position is best for him. So if he drops down a level, which he has now to Sheffield United, a club that will be chasing promotion in that league,
definitely
get used to winning games and see where his best position is, and hopefully he'll come back a more rounded player. Because he's still young as well.
Yeah. Craig says apparently Edgar doesn't want to play at centre back. So.
Well, if he doesn't,
I think he sees himself more as a midfielder.
But then he's got to prove himself as a midfielder.
He's not going to push himself into our midfield ahead of Gleeson, Davis, Kieftenbeld.
How do you pronounce that, by the way?
I think it's Kieftenbeld.
Kieftenbeld. Are we going to agree on that one?
Yeah.
Kieftenbeld it is.
I think it's Kieftenbeld.
Kieftenbeld it is.
Kieftenbeld.
Yeah, I've looked at it about 300 times. Thinking, please, somebody don't ask me a question about him on Monday, whatever you do, because I ain't got a clue. Got a clue how to pronounce it. So,
but he was another one that looked very composed on the ball. You could tell, he's confident in possession of the ball, which in this league, when he does get a bit frantic sometimes in this division. It's I think it'd be quite good to have somebody who is a bit more composed in possession.
Definitely.
Okay.
Go for another one. One more. Doco said we need to get some decent defenders in before the transfer deadline and get rid of Gleeson and Spector. Apparently he doesn't rate them.
Well, that's the same Spector that got man of the match the weekend, so we'll leave that. We'll leave it at that.
I think Gleeson's key to the Blues. He didn't get that much of a rating off Blues at the end of the season, but he's one of them players who you don't particularly look out for on the pitch, but he does, even off the ball, he's always moving around, he's always giving options, and we need someone like that in the team, so I'd definitely keep him if I was Rowett.
We look a bit more solid, I think, with a midfield of Gleeson and Kieftenbeld and
actually, Craig has said we can just call him Keith.
Keith.
We'll all know.
Keith,
we'll all know.
Yeah. K-double-F.
Keith.
Oh, Keith. Oh, mate.
So,
don't start me.
With that midfield too, I think we look more solid with that. I'd say Gleeson's someone to keep as well.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's a shout box for a short while then. Right, your journey here this evening then was a little bit eventful, wasn't it?
Yeah. Got on the train, obviously, not thinking, because where I live, it's pretty much all West Brom fans. So obviously they're playing Man City tonight. So I'd got the train at 6:30, which ideal if you get in the train to the Hawthorns. It's 10-15 minutes on the train. So there was about 10 Baggies fans at the station. Then when I got on the train, it was just full of them. Obviously, I had my keeper on hat on and my Blues badge on my coat, so I felt very proud to be in the middle of Baggies fans.
Show it with pride.
So I bought my box of Help Harry bracelets, looking through them all, making sure I've got the ones that I need, and one of them went, "Oh, are they Baggies colours?" And I went, yeah, they are. And I went, "What's that for?" So I told them the story about Harry Mosley and what it's all about, and I ended up selling 6 of them on the train due to interest, so it was good.
Nice one. So your journey was worthwhile.
It was worthwhile, yeah.
Okay, now, what are you going to do about your journey back later?
Probably again full of Baggies fans. So
have them all at your arms.
Might try and sell them all, yeah.
Sell them all, sell a lot.
Or as you texted me, Boggies fans.
Boggies fans, yeah, Boggies fans.
Boggies fans. Keep the comments coming, please. Yeah, we will catch up, as we were just saying there.
Yeah.
On Keith, I think he's going to be a quality signing for us. Looks to be one with high energy and quality, perhaps lacking a bit of match fitness at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, him and Terrell both came off in the second half. I think they were the first.
Wasn't Tammy, was it?
Tammy
Terrell.
Yeah.
You know that one, don't you, Chris? Tammy
Sorry?
Terrell? No,
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay,
I do.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What was his middle name?
Tammy Terrell. No, it was the Onion song, was it? I don't know. I can't remember. Tammy Terrell. I'll find out in a
See,
minute.
you're right,
I'll Google it.
It's over beyond us. Yeah, but like I say, I agree with the match fitness, but that'll only come in time. So I think once they are fully fit and they can play 90 minutes, they'll have a big impact on the season, I think.
Don't you think we should be able to hit the ground running though at that point in time?
Well,
because Gary did say
came in.
Gary did say that he was very impressed with the levels of return fitness.
Yeah.
So if he was impressed with it, and it's sort of kind of still showing that we're not quite there.
Yeah.
Cheers, all the best, Maltesers. If we're not quite there on the pitch yet, then don't know, a bit of disparity there.
Maybe, but I think the new signings in particular, they do take a bit longer. You know,
the gelling aspect.
Keith Beld coming in from the Dutch league as well into what is a very frenetic league, the Championship. So but it will be a case of giving them a month or so to get fully match fit. I mean, you can play as many friendlies as you want, but they are not a comparison to an actual Championship game, 90 minutes. So it will take a couple of games, but as I say, I think they'll both have a big impact on the season, I think.
Okay. Anything else on the shout box, or is that
no, not at the moment.
All right, on to the next issue then. Them up at B6 are apparently 33-1 to win the league this year. All right, that's the Premier League. In betting terms, Chris, that actually means that if you bet £10 on the Villa to win the Premier League, by the end of the football season, you would have lost £10. That's as simple as that.
I knew the joke and I still laughed.
The maths are quite easy. I love it. I don't know who created it. It wasn't me. It wasn't mine. But I just had to share it because, brilliant. All right, if you've got any requests that you want us to play at half time, that's looming in about 6 or 7 or 8 minutes. Getting quick, because what we'd like you to do is be more interactive, a little bit more involved, and we'll play you a request, and we'll play it for whoever you wish, or for whatever you wish. If you've got a birthday or an anniversary, or if you're just Doco and you've managed to get out for the night.
They do let him out sometimes. Unlock the shackles on him.
He was out without his carer the other day. I saw some photos. Yeah, in a blue shirt.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. And so we'd like to you to interact as much as you possibly can on the shout box. So if you've got a music request that you would like to be played at half time, please write it down, and then we can accommodate. I'm sure, can't we, Christopher?
We can, yeah.
We can accommodate Christopher on buttons. That's what we're all about. Accommodating. Blues are 66-1 for Blues to win the Championship, and Donaldson 40-1 to be the top scorer from Blue Hobber. That's quite an interesting stat.
66-1.
Tell you what. Go on.
Craig said he might stick a tenner on that then.
Yeah, well, why not? Yeah.
You know, UB40. There you go. Food for thought. All right, okay, so we've had then, gone on to ladies at the minute, and Chris, we've had our ladies FA Cup at Wembley this year for the very first time.
Yeah.
And a decent turnout for it too. This, of course, is not just Birmingham related; it's ladies football. We always like to give ladies football a bit of a SRB plug.
Last week it was Chelsea beat Notts County 1-0 in the final. I think it was a touch over 30,000, pushing 30,000, which is the highest attendance for a women's FA Cup final. Obviously, the success of the World Cup will have boosted that attendance dramatically. I think. I've said for many years that the best way to promote the women's game is international success, is for the England team to do well, get into that semi-final. And ended up finishing third.
Heartbreaking ending.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Bless her. Terrible.
But finishing third in the World Cup, that that is such a massive step forward for the women's game, because it will attract so many more people. Just to give it a go, just to go to their first game and see what it's like, and hopefully that'll continue over the next couple of years, and the Euros in 2 years' time will obviously.
Where are they being held?
That's in. I want to say Sweden. I think maybe Sweden.
Okay. Won't hold you to it. Sorry.
Yeah, but but obviously England now being the best ranked team at the World Cup from Europe, beating Germany, the European champions, in that 3rd, 4th place playoff match, they'll have massive expectation on them now, and the national media coverage that they got at the World Cup, hopefully that can continue for the other tournaments then.
Yeah. And Blues ladies not done so well so far this year then?
No, not in the league, no. We beat always nice, obviously we beat the Villa 7-1 in a cup match recently, but
that one again?
Yeah, 7-1 that was, yeah.
Who?
The Villa. Yeah. But our league form's a bit of a concern. We beat Liverpool 1-0 in our last home league game. But then this weekend we travelled down to Chelsea, obviously buoyant from just winning the FA Cup, and got beat 4-0 unfortunately. But there's still a lot to play for this season. Still in the Continental Cup, and as we were saying before, if it turns out that we do well in the Continental Cup and stay up, it could turn out as actually a pretty positive season for Blues. So still a lot to play for, despite the disappointments.
How many matches left? 3, is it? 3?
In the league, there are, I think it is, 3 or 4.
They're doing a deal, aren't they, for the last 3
home
games?
Yeah, but 2 of them are the Cup, 2 of them are the Continental. There's only 1 league home game left. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, so, £4 a game, 2 of them as Cup matches, so...
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good, yeah.
It's a shame I live so far away,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's 55 miles to here from my house.
Yeah?
55 miles. That's a 110-mile round trip. And I've got to make that... how many weeks does the football season last?
He's looking for a sponsor, by the way.
40 of them.
Somebody could sponsor you. Put it on the side of your car, couldn't you?
Put in your mileage plan.
DJ Spall.
Just kind of begging here, you know what I mean? No, it just reaffirms...
You've had some bloody Maltesers and an non-alcoholic beer. What's the matter with you?
Stipulate that it is actually a non-alcoholic
yes,
beer, Bavaria,
yes.
0.00. Okay, premium original. There you go.
Yeah, and that's another subject we'll talk about after the half-time. It's all the 140th anniversary.
I've got that one. It's already on the list. I've got the 140th anniversary on my list. I've got the Channel 5 presentation of their new football show. Now, my iPad's just switched off. We've also got the understanding that Doco actually went to the same school as Karen Carney, but he's never told us that before.
No.
Let's whack it back on. There we go. My Super 6 position, I'm going to keep you updated of that throughout the course of the year, as I'm going to do every single week. We've got Wedding at St Andrews to go through. We've got Birmingham City Fan Talk. The Bristol game, obviously. The Derby game coming up, looming. I'm going to bring a Derby supporter in a couple of weeks' time, if that's okay. Yeah, he's all right.
He can pay for the Maltesers.
He's also done a tremendous amount for charity, and when I told him about it in the summer, he was like, I mean, he's bless him, he's knocking on in years. He's no spring chicken, so we can't be too nasty to him. I would like to take him back, you know what I mean? Rather than leave him in Heartlands or somewhere like that. No, he's done a lot over the music scene over the years. Recorded all sorts of songs for football, for charity. Been on TV quite a few times. This, that, and the other, radio shows. But when I mentioned him coming onto this show, it was like the best thing that had ever happened to him. And he was like, he was going around the pub telling everybody. He was like a dog with 2 tails. Dog with 2 tails. That's the phrase I was looking for. But hopefully, if he can get over on a Monday, then I'll bring him over. And Yeah, so we've got a full second half coming up, and then we've got the predictions for the couple of games coming up too. And I think we'll almost take a break here.
Competition winner as well.
And our competition winner, of course, our competition winner. Right, okay, what have we actually chosen as the half-time
We're going to have
half-time
food
song?
for thought, and we're going to have something else.
Ooh, get on it.
Here we go.
Everybody's in the play, and don't you know it's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets there once was pity, Mr. Blue Sky is living in today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue, you did it right, but soon comes Mr. Night, creeping over, now his head is on your shoulder, never mind. I remember you this way. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see
4, 3, 2, 1.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team, down at St Andrews. We are lost supporters of our team. The chanted Super Blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean.
Okay, so welcome back to the Tilton Talk Show, the very first one of the 2015-2016 campaign. We're already 3 points in the bag, so we're underway, as so to speak, and just been on the Blues website, and a subject we were talking about a little earlier. Blues boss Gary Rowett has been explaining his decision to allow David Edgar to join League One side Sheffield United on loan until the end of the season. The Canadian international, who made 19 appearances for Blues last season, joined the Blades earlier today. Dave was one around Christmas time who came back to me and said, look, I'm 27, 28, I need to play regular football, said Gary Rowett. I sat down with him and tried to gauge where he felt his best position was, and I felt that it didn't really fit into our squad build. He was in the squad as a centre-back, and I'm not saying that he didn't want to play centre-back, but I think he preferred the position, which was centre midfield. So we made a decision. I'm really amicable with Dave, and he said, look, if you get an opportunity, and it's a good opportunity for you, we certainly won't fund any move. But if you can get someone who's interested in regular football and comes up with a loan deal, that's a suitable one for us, so that we can have the funds that we've got to strengthen. I think that's important. When we have taken that decision, and it allows us to have a little bit more in the pot to go for one or two of these areas. We have spoken about it quite vehemently that I would like another centre-half and I would like another striker. They have got to be the right ones, the right things and the right deals for us. But the more money we have got available for those deals, then the better. Thoughts, comments and opinions, team?
Fair comment.
I think it's positive that he's saying that there is money in the pot, that he is still actively looking for new players, a centre-half and a striker, whether it turns out that it's before the transfer window or whether we have to utilise the loan market again once the transfer window is actually closed. So these new players might not come in until mid-September, end of September in the loan window. But it is a positive that we are actually actively interested in looking to bring more players into the squad, as opposed to sitting here worrying about if anybody's going to leave and knowing that there's absolutely no chance that anybody's coming in.
Yeah.
Or that the window's closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that seems probably a positive move for both parties then.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a good move for Edgar. He's by the sounds of it, he's going to be playing regular football in centre midfield for Sheffield United, and we're not. We haven't funded that move. Sheffield United have funded that themselves. So I think it's a positive move for both. Yeah,
brilliant. Oh, Hello. Hello. Over there, on the side of the table.
We've got a few. Hobber said he's not sure where we'll finish, but would like to see us build on the impressive points gained since Rowett arrived, and would like to see us hard to beat at home.
Yeah.
Massive, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, shoring up the St Andrews thing is a big one, because look, the away following, it's always going to be good, yeah. But if that extra 3,000 or 4,000 that turned up on Saturday all of a sudden start to drop off again, and we get back down to 14,000, then the atmosphere's gone. So yeah,
just
going
be me and you, Nick.
Sorry,
just be me and you.
If I can get a career change.
It is the opening fixture. There's always a lot more people on, and everybody's opening fixture.
Yeah, definitely. I don't, Reading bought more than they would have done if it was in November or something.
But also the Reading deal was quite good, £20 for an away ticket, which was the cheapest away ticket in the league as well. So that's, at least they're doing as much as they possibly
Leeds
can.
had nearly 28,000. Next home game, I'll have.
But you've got to think about the city of Leeds. Though. There's Leeds United in that city. With us, we'd like to say, 3 miles up the road there's B6, and then just round the corner there's West Brom, and of course Walsall, and then the Dingle's just up the road.
We've still got one of the biggest catchment areas in the country, apparently.
What, per head?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look at that in the week, Chris. I will.
It's true.
I will. I'm not arguing with you because you've made a statement. But what I want to say,
most Villa fans live in Lichfield and London land.
On which land?
London land.
London land. Oh,
exactly.
Oh, yeah. What, the notoriety and the royalty?
Exactly.
Saw him the other week.
Nutted him.
I'm pretty sure that would have been in the pint, because
I've got my blues top on. We kept it under wraps, kid, don't worry. All good. So, saw on the internet the other day that there was a wedding at St Andrews, which was quite an interesting subject. People getting married and quite topical for me over the weekend.
They sit next to me.
Do they?
Yeah, in block 13. Nigel, and yeah, he's a good friend of my dad's.
I've wet myself a little. Brilliant, Chris. Nice one. Thank you for that one. Oh, God. Unadulterated, off-the-cuff humour. Well done. Right, sorry, carry on, mate.
Yeah, we've been sitting with them for the past 2 years. They're good friends with my dad. They used to drink in the pub that we lived in. So, they got married the day before, and then walked the team out against Leicester, and had the reception after the Leicester game, and had all the autographs and the reception in there. They said it was really good, and the hospitality was very good as well. And then they had their honeymoon planned during the week just gone, and
they go to Digbeth.
No, they went to Weymouth for their honeymoon, and ended up getting up on Saturday morning to drive back to St Andrews to get down the blues.
That is a marriage. Oh, that is a marriage I could cope.
I want to marry you.
You know what I mean?
Him. I'm fussy.
Okay, which leads me on to sort of like the next bit of it. Now, I've been in the entertainment industry for quite a long time, Capo, longer than you've been on this earth, dear boy. And I'm going to make an offer. Here now, live on Sports Radio.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Is that I will offer my services to DJ somebody's wedding at St Andrews. All right, and the fee will be donated to Macmillan Cancer, as that's for my brother's wife, who sadly passed away a year or so ago. And so I will donate the whole fee to Macmillan Cancer, or to my brother's fund for Macmillan Cancer, if anybody wants to take me up on that offer. There you go.
Brilliant. Well done.
And I've done Derby County, Stoke, but I've never done Walnut Blues, and I'm thinking, I'm coming towards the end of my career now. Towards the twilight of my time, Christopher, in the entertainment's game, and if I don't do it now, then I never will. So there's an offer out there. Whoever wants it, they can have it, by all means.
Can you wait 20 years?
No. I won't be here in 20 years, man. I'll be 73.
Divorce parties, there you go.
Sorry.
Divorce party.
I've done. Actually, Chris, I've done from christenings to funerals. Believe me, births, christenings. I've done funerals, and it's not a nice subject ever to talk about.
No.
But when I go, I want to go out with an absolute party. I mean, an absolute.
Oh, don't worry, we'll have a good
genuine,
we will.
genuine.
Don't worry, we will.
I mean it. And my kids all know it. Everybody in town knows it. And for that one day, that's my day. You know, I've been out there entertaining everybody else all my life. I want to be entertained on my last day on earth. Well, you know, I'd have expired by then, I know, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I want to go out with a bang and be remembered for that. Just bringing the fun back into the word funeral.
We'll remember you, Brian.
I've missed that so much. Not. Digbeth Weymouth has about the same ring to it. That's what I thought. But
I know, I was going to say the same thing. But
Nothing wrong with Digbeth.
I'll leave somebody else to say it.
all right, got to say hello to my friends up at and this is the Chris. Actually, I'm going to steal part of the show here. I'm going to say hello to my friends up at Zafroni Restaurant in New Toxeter. They are currently opening a new restaurant in Digbeth, which is next to Weymouth. All right, but they're opening a new restaurant in Digbeth in the coming days, weeks, and they're going to give me details of it. And what we're going to try and do is get a sports radio curry night. A sports radio curry night.
I'll bring me portable.
With my friends, and we'll yep, absolutely. And what I can say is that you find, I know this is just off cuff at the minute, right? But you find like eateries around town and this that, and the other. And I've had 2 awful experiences at JD Wetherspoons, not to name names, just recently. And the quality of this food, Chris, is outstanding. It absolutely shocked me. The lady who's the chef, she's the curry queen of Birmingham. So it's right up there. And for them to come to a small town like ours has been absolutely refreshing, because it's like, wow, at last there's somewhere completely different and nice to eat. So there you go. So we're going to organise a bit of a sports radio curry night. Would you eat a curry, Chris, on your current regime? Celery?
Dangerous one. I'd have to
Celery?
I'd have to try and pick something to do. Chicken tikka starter probably is the best option.
Okay.
Just have that as a main.
Look. I mean, when I try, I'll go back and see them tomorrow, and say that because they're really genuinely nice people. Phoned me up on Sunday morning to see was this something or the other, and blah blah blah. And I said, I do promise you I'll give you a little mention, and then we'll see if we can get a sports radio curry night and perhaps on opening night.
All for it, yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
so and then if anybody out there wants to come out and join us,
not Docker.
No, we're full, Doco. Sorry, all places have been booked.
A different restaurant.
Go for it. Yeah, send him on the Chinese. You're on board tonight, Mr. Browne.
It's not a shout box bell. It's an announcement that there's only 3 Maltesers left.
Oh, crikey!
All right.
So it's like hungry hippos.
One each.
Just going back to funerals. SKC says "Keep Right On" will be played at my funeral. Rather fitting message to leave to the family I leave behind.
Absolutely. I did it at my dad's.
Yeah.
I did it at my dad's. Why not?
Yeah. And back to football. How seriously would you like to see us take the league and FA Cups? People say the league is the bread and butter, but personally, I always think you should give the cups a go. I agree, yeah.
The cups.
Whilst you're in it,
yeah,
just give it a go. There's no point in turning up and and not really have the attitude that you want to win the game, because whatever game you're playing, winning's contagious, and if you keep winning games, then that breeds confidence. And like the Bristol Rovers game, if we go there and win and start the season off with 2 good wins, we go to Burnley on Saturday then full of confidence. So. Yeah.
And also, of course, 2 good cup runs would be 2 good revenue streams.
Yeah.
Especially for a club in our.
Yeah. If you beat Bristol Rovers, you're in the second round then, and I think the lower half of the Premier League teams go into the second round.
Sorry. Nick has just eaten a Haribo shaped like a penis.
I wish I should have photographed it before I ate it. I really should have.
There's some more in there.
Oh well.
Yeah, carry on, sorry.
I do apologise there. But as I say, the second round of the League Cup is where the bottom half of the Premier League teams come in who aren't in Europe. So you could end up with an Everton at home or something, or
Newcastle.
Newcastle at home. Which, as you say, then it's probably another. It's probably another 20 odd thousand, isn't it? So a good win at Bristol Rovers, and you've got that potentially to come.
Chris is just going to indulge in the 5-second rule. Yeah, it's all going on here. It's just as mad as normal, isn't it?
It is, yeah, really. It's all over the shop.
Haribo's. Yeah, they're not that nice, I must admit. You're not missing nothing there,
no.
Chris. You're not missing.
You do keep eating them, though.
Well, yeah, you've got to,
SKC reiterates what I said about Villa at home in the second round.
Yeah, exactly. You imagine.
Well, Villa at home in the quarter-finals was just magical, wasn't it? To knock them out and to send them back in. That was
that
one.
That game and the West Ham game were just something.
But just days to remember, aren't they? Just days to remember.
Will they ever be repeated?
Yes, I mean, because we'll go back and we'll say. Look at that!
Haribo out all over my computer.
Look at that Enkelman miss. I mean, there's been so many great moments, isn't there? That I'm sure there'll be more to come. Mm-hmm. I hope the Villa get knocked out by the bottom of League 3, Blue Obber. Not that he doesn't like them, of course. No. Right. Okay. We've got us a little bit of a change to the Twitter account, Chris. Off you go.
I'm just swallowing a penis-shaped Haribo in mine. The new Twitter account for this show is at Tilton Talk Show.
All right.
All one word, lowercase.
Now,
easy.
At Tilton Talk Show. So please add yourselves onto that one. And what the dickens, whilst we've been away, has been going on the Tilton Talk Facebook page.
It's gone crazy, man.
I know. There's been about 350 extra people added this last week or so. And I got up on the Sunday morning. I had 32 notifications. And I don't go to bed till nearly 4, 5, 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Right. And by the time I get up, sort of kind of 10ish. Probably get slated for saying that later. 10:15, should we say? I had 30 odd notifications, and they were all to be requested to be added to the Tilton Talk Show. Because thank Thomas Shelby, because Thomas Shelby's added an awful lot of people on, and we
Chris Mitchell,
from the Birmingham City Fan Talk. Yep. So what we implore you to do is go on to the Tilton Talk if you're a member of it. You should be by now. On the Facebook page, and add as many people as you possibly can. Let's make this group amongst the biggest that are out there. Now the Birmingham City Fan Talk has got 4,000. We're in contact with the other girl who's got
followers, and we're in the fan group as well.
She's got about 5,000 on hers, hasn't she? I know probably there's a lot of crossover on them, and there's a lot of people that are on both.
And Keep Right On, I think they've got about 13,000.
Yeah, 13,000.
Does that Keep Right On Birmingham?
Yeah.
Right. Perhaps they do.
Okay, so what we could do then is tap some of these people up as well and bring them all together, and let's get this thing off the ground, big style. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter if you're a member of 1 or you're a member of 10. We're a member of a family, a close-knit family.
Careful, steady.
What shape was that one, Capper? You joking on? Oh, it was a dummy.
It was a dummy. Yeah. How appropriate.
This Haribo things really need looking at, to be perfectly honest with you. They do, don't they?
They do. Some of those shapes are a bit. Oh,
it's never right, is it? Never right. Anyway,
never seen one that shape before.
Bristol up next. Carling Cup. I'm always going to call it the Carling Cup. I don't think I should call it the Capital One Cup ever. Not ever. It's Carling Cup to me. Carling Cup to you. Carling Cup to you.
No.
Just Mr. Pugh to bring us right back down to earth again.
I get so frustrated with people who still call the top division in England the Premiership when it's been the Premier League for over 10 years now. Yeah. And
I didn't notice there's been a change.
The only thing the only thing Premiership is rugby. So whenever I hear somebody on the radio or TV say the Premiership, I just turn it straight off. I'm not interested in rugby. If you're going to talk about the Premier League, you talk about the Premier League, but don't talk about
Doco's
rugby.
Just put on the shout box. Am I a part of the close-knit family?
Who?
Yes, Doco, you are.
Who?
We subbed you out for adoption.
No, he is.
So it's called the Premier League now then, is it?
Oh, well. Yes, it is, the Premier League.
Cappy, miming. Why are you miming? Why don't you just ring your bell, Go on, off you go. Your go. Go
Well,
on.
I was going to say, could someone take the bell because the phone's run out of charge, so I can't.
Oh, right.
We don't have this problem with GA, do we? Bring back the Villa fan. That's what I say. Bring back the Villa fan.
Does he bring Maltesers?
How many tickets have we sold for tomorrow night, Craig? I don't know the answer to that, but I'm pretty sure it's a sellout.
Just over 1,100.
1,100.
100.
1,100 for Bristol on a Tuesday night.
It's a very strange away terrace as well. It's like on the left-hand corner of a side.
it is, yeah.
So like, there's the.
Do you get the
this is
behind
great
the
for
goal as
radio.
well?
No.
Is it not
I
Bath's
thought you
Bath's
got.
ground?
I thought you got
get
behind
part of it.
What?
I think it's Bath's ground to play at.
It's the memorial ground.
They were moving, weren't they?
Yeah, I think they were. Yeah, but I thought depending on how many you had,
Yeah.
you got behind the goal and then a portion of the side as well.
Oh, okay.
But obviously, it depends how many we take.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look, see and see.
Okay, what we could do with then is predictions. Have we got a prize for this now, Christopher? This next one?
For the what we're going to do is we're going to do
You're doing
a
shirts?
competition on every home game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I shall be doing. It'll be a shirt or it'll be something.
And you're going to do that on the Tilton Talk.
I'll do it on Tilton Talk.
Tilton Talk, Facebook and Twitter page.
Yeah.
So the competitions will be run on there, so it gives more people opportunity to either A, interact with the competition, and then of course B, listen, because we want you all to be friends of the show. That's what it's all
This
about.
week's winner out.
Yes, do that. Why shouldn't
This
we do
week's winner. We've got a round of applause really. This week's winner
Hang on.
is Luke Smith.
that? Luke Smith.
Luke
Congratulations
Smith,
to Luke
who wins
Smith.
one of our new TF shirts.
And I've seen the shirts, and
They're nice,
I've
aren't they
had a look
nice?
at the design, and I've had a look at the quality of the logo.
Yep.
Is brilliant.
It is good.
It is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's
It's all in flexi vinyl. So it's
Capo's
really
still
nice.
got his. That's actually been through the washing machine how many times?
3 times,
How
yeah.
long you had it?
About a week and a half.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
A week and a half. You only washed it 3 times.
It's the dirty side of things.
Yes.
I don't wear it every day.
Why? What can I have? Oh, you can't do the Blues logos, can you?
Not officially.
No. I don't. No. We better not tread on toes, had we?
Do the old one.
I think I can do one, but I can.
Can you do
only, but you can't pay, which
Right.
you won't anyway. But
For mine, can you do like
It's a gift.
a BCFC thing as well?
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just jazz it up, Chris. Do something with
Yeah,
it, and then I'll photograph
you
it
some
next week and get
glitter.
some adverts out.
yeah, some glitter. Are you insinuating something?
It
Well-
won't be Baggies fans you've got to be afraid of in a minute, kid. Believe me.
Oh well, there's a few predictions anyway for tomorrow night. 'cause
Here we go.
So
Let's
we've got
write 'em down.
Doco 2-0.
Doco 2-0 and 7,500.
Yeah.
Right, okay, 2-0 indicates that's Bristol winning 2-0 to me because it's a Bristol home game, right?
Yeah. Craig's
So-
on for 2-1 Blues.
Doco 2-0 and 7,500.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Craig's on for 2-1 Blues. He hasn't given a gate, but we won't bother with gates because this is only a fun competition.
Oh, it's just a
So,
fun one.
Yeah.
It's for fun bags, this one.
Yeah, fun bags. SKC has gone 3-2 Blues after extra time.
Ooh,
As usual. Closed
SKC
brackets.
2-3 AET. Yeah.
And Blue Hobber's gone for 4-0 Blues.
Craig
I think there will be a lot of goals.
1, 2. Hobber.
Although I think Chris Pugh's going to bring us down. I can just see it in his face.
2-2.
Right, here we go then. Are we ready? Capo, what's your prediction for tomorrow?
I'll go for a 3-1 to Blues.
Capo 1-3. We're not interested in the crowd then this time round.
I'm going to go for 3-0 Blues.
Chris Browne 0-3. Me, I'm going to go 1-2.
0-0.
Here cometh the voice of doom, Chris Pugh.
I'll go 1-2.
Hey!
There you go. I went too bad.
But you said it with like a heavy heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's that.
It's cool.
It's potentially. I mean, they've just been promoted from
Yeah.
the conference as well. So it'll be a really big game for them because they haven't played anyone as big as us for
Not for a
quite
long
a few
time,
years
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So I think that
Almost a pity
they'll
it's
have
not
their
at stands
place.
really for them, isn't it?
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
they'll have their
We played
place
them
buzzing
last-
for
was
it.
last year or
No, it was
before?
Bristol Rovers we played. Bristol
No, it was Bristol Rovers.
City.
City.
When
No,
did
it
we
was
play Bristol
It
Rovers?
was Bristol Rovers.
When?
In a cup game.
Not last
ago.
year.
And it was a night game.
It was a night game. I
Yeah.
went to it as well.
Night
Yeah.
game. Somebody help us out. I'm pretty sure we played Bristol Rovers, not Bristol City. On a night game. probably 2 years. It might have been 3.
No, it weren't 3.
I
Weren't
think
3
it was
years
2
ago. No, because I can still remember it.
Was it the?
And they lost because I remember them not being very
They
happy
did
afterwards.
lose. I think it was.
Yeah,
they
they were-
scored as well, didn't they?
I think so, yeah. But I, know,
All right.
I remember
That was
them
the
not being
Penguin
very
kick.
happy.
Shoutboxers, help us out. Who did we play? Bristol Rovers or Bristol City? And
Yeah.
what was the score in the
I would say it was
in the
Bristol Rovers.
in the Carling? Yeah, we beat Rovers 3-0, so they didn't score. So it must have been over 3 years ago. So I obviously can't remember.
Yeah, brought a fair few. I think they remember
Yes,
that.
they did. Yeah,
kept
yeah.
a hold.
They kept moving the
Yeah,
the hoarding
the
across.
hoarding,
Yeah, you remember that?
Well,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
there we
that
go.
one.
It's all coming swimmingly back to you now,
I
lad.
think we had to move.
I think we
Well,
expected 1,000.
it
I
was
think
it was when I was
4,500.
still sitting in the Gilmerick, and then we moved to Tilton for that game, and just to see the banner keep moving from side block to block to block.
That's
It
right,
was
yeah.
because it was, I think it was pound the gate as well. So Bristol fans
It's
just
a big city, really.
Yeah, it's massive.
Two clubs.
I mean, Bristol City. The potential for Bristol City.
Yeah. They're another
I think
giant, aren't they, really?
they're redeveloping Ashton Gate as well.
Yeah.
They're back in the Championship this season. I think the potential for one of those
Yeah.
clubs, if they ever got into the Premier League, is huge. Like you
Yeah,
say,
talk about sleeping giants. really.
very much so.
That was at Wembley as well last year with Bristol City, wasn't it? I mean, they had some like 38,000.
Well, Bristol Rovers were at Wembley last year for the
Against
playoff.
Walsall, wasn't it? No, Bristol City went to Walsall.
Oh, sorry, yeah. That was the
yeah.
Johnston's Paint. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Bristol Rovers went there for the
playoff.
conference playoff final,
Yeah.
but both took
Massive.
a huge amount of fans. Like I say, if Bristol City could push into that Premier League, I think that they lost to Hull in the
January
playoffs,
2014 FA Cup, and Craig
year
M
and a
says,
half
yeah,
ago.
more and more fans came in late.
Yeah.
But I remember that because, like I say, kept
Yeah.
moving that
Kept
net.
moving
in.
it.
I think the case was either pound the gate or late coaches.
So I think all the predictions that we've got on the shout box are in. We're not, as I say, going to worry too much about the crowd because this is for fun, the fun factor only.
What's their capacity like?
Oh, what, sorry?
Do you know their capacity?
I shall find out in 2 weeks.
No.
We carry on with a different subject.
But I should be
Nine-ish,
starting a new
nine-ish,
competition next week, and it's going to be called Guess the Ground. So throughout the show, I'm going to be giving you little snippets of clues about a football ground, one of the 92, 91 because 90 because I won't bother with ours and I won't bother with another one. So it'll be something that I decide to pick out midweek, and what I'll do is I'll find out as many stats about that football ground that I possibly can, knock them through the airwaves, give you little clues snip by snip, and the first one to put it up on the shout box. But of course, Doco, if you Google it, you only cheat yourself. You only
I remember that.
cheat
Fine.
yourself.
Docco's banned from every competition.
I'm pretty sure he's playing from Blues.
Yeah.
Okay, Bristol Rovers capacity. So like for instance, nicknames. The nicknames for Bristol Rovers are the Pirates and the Gas, founded 1883. So that might be one of the little snippets that I would have thrown in. 132 years ago. Originally founded as the Black Arabs in the Memorial Stadium, Horfield in Bristol, and the capacity is 11,916 with 3,000 seated. Can you be fat controller on the research now? Because you was much quicker than GA used to be.
Yeah, he's
Much quicker. No, he's not here. I can slate him off. I don't.
By the way, he's invited us all to his divorce party. So
Right. Perhaps we could have the curry night and divorce party all in one go.
yeah, double bubble.
Well, we could have some guests and friends of the show in and
Party poppers and everything.
past appearances
that's what
and
he wants, yeah.
one thing and
That's what
another.
he wants,
Yeah.
There you go.
If he has it at St Andrews, I'll DJ it for him. An anti-wedding.
Like I said, he never cheats.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Only every day.
Not unofficially.
Right, okay, so that's kind of dealt with the Bristol game. Super Six. Does anybody else indulge in Super Six in here? No.
No.
Can
you drink it?
You used to be able to What in His Party 7, wasn't it?
Oh,
What in His
Party
Party.
7,
You wouldn't
yeah.
remember
I was old
those.
enough to remember that.
On the opposite side of the table, the children wouldn't remember those, would they,
No,
Christopher?
that's right, yeah.
What in His Party 7? It was a 7-pint can of beer, and your dad used to have to open it with a nail.
That's
Right?
it, yeah.
Or with them puncture things, yeah?
Yeah.
And it would just open and just the ceiling would be covered.
Yeah, most of it we're going to see.
Absolutely,
You don't know about that
yeah.
much
You look like lying under it, waiting for the fountain to come back down. You're about 7 years old. Dad's got a party 7 in. Okay, so Super 6. I'm going to religiously have a go on Super 6 and again update you every week as to how well I'm doing, because I got to about 3,200 last year out of nearly 2 million. So
that's not bad.
That wasn't too bad. I beat every single pundit.
Yeah.
Not that I'm blowing my own trumpet, of course, because I don't do that. But this year I've had a go, and I am currently. We've got a drum roll.
No, I'm coming
I'm currently in position. Are you ready for this? 1 million. Shut it. 1,432,000 with no points. No points.
Oh,
at
well
all.
done.
No points gained. I didn't get one right. I didn't get one draw. I didn't get one home win or one away win. So
Consistent.
no points. No points.
After a good start then.
No, I was gutted.
Positive thinking.
And then they won up the road as well, didn't they, at Bournemouth? So, but then
They did.
yeah, the pole in the goal saved the day for me. The pole in the goal. Right, okay. Next game that stands in
Is
Derby.
Derby.
Derby home.
Derby, my neck of the woods.
That's going to be going, isn't it?
Friday
Have they
night.
gone something?
0-0. Drew away at Bolton.
Bolton, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so this is going to be an interesting one. Yes, I am working on the Friday night. I do start at 10. I won't get back till about 11:30, 11:45. I have arranged cover, so we'll be going. We'll be there. So what we're going to do is this Friday coming, isn't it?
No.
No, week on Friday.
Week Friday.
Where are we this weekend then?
Away at Burnley.
Oh, of
12:30
course,
kickoff.
yes.
Live on the TV.
It's live on TV, isn't it? Yeah.
And West Bromwich Albion are 2-0 down, by the way.
How long gone? Do you know? 40
Mm,
minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes, 2-0 down. Ooh. Doco's saying, what's Super 6? If you have access to the Tinterweb, Doco, Google it, and you'll find out what Super 6 is. It's a little betting facility through Sky Sports, and you have to do 6 predictions on 6 teams that they choose, and also predict the minute the goal goes in. If you get all 6 predictions right, i.e. 1-1-2-2, 0-1, 3-2, 1-1, and you get exactly the same, and you predict the minute that goal goes in, you get an absolutely whopping free £250,000. A large portion of which I would donate to Sports Radio to keep it going, Chris.
Well done.
It's no problem. It would all
pay
go in
for
my
your
petrol
t-shirt.
tank.
Yes, right, yeah.
You can pay for your t-shirt.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
imagine.
it's worth the petrol.
We'll buy a little T-shirt maker facility and get Chris a little sweatshop on the go. Right, so his Saturday morning, mornings are
Get little
fulfilled
meetings on
completely and utterly before we let him out.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Start selling them outside St Andrews.
Derby, sorry, Burnley game. Do you want predictions and scores, or just for fun, or are you
We
going
can do it for fun now, but we
Yep,
want
okay.
them on our. If they can also put them on their on our page as well. So,
gives you a bit of interaction for the page. The
Yeah.
official competitions are going to take place on the Tilton Talk fan pages, and the unofficial version, let's all have a laugh at me version.
we could have
it's
a little
good.
league.
Yeah.
Get a little league going.
We could, couldn't we? We said that 3 years ago,
I know,
Chris.
yeah.
Did we do it? No. We said it 2 years ago. Did we do it? No. And you know something? We said it last year. Did we do it? No.
Forget that then.
1 point for the correct result, 3 points if you get the score bang on.
All right.
And you
But what
set
about
up a little table?
What about people? What between us?
Just us, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
As the
we'll have to
unofficial
have-
one.
We do have regulars that come on as well. So
Oh, yeah.
so
It's Docker. Yeah,
anybody,
Hobbo,
yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't come on, then you fall out.
Yeah. You don't
You
have to worry
forfeit
about
the match, basically.
the attendance can be the one for the competition,
Yeah.
and then
We'll have scores.
Score could
yeah,
be a
and
league
then
title.
just the scores we can keep a league table.
Okay.
Would you like to keep the league table yourself personally?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I haven't got time for that sort of nonsense.
Exactly.
This is the problem we faced last year and the year before and the year before and the year before.
Capo.
How long will we going now,
Just got a
Chris?
new job.
Might as well.
Statistical engineer.
Yes.
I'll have to
Capo,
watch
our
some
statistical engineer. You coming in every week now then?
Might as well.
What do you mean might?
Change it.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Well, that's a great attitude. Isn't it? Might as well. Got nothing else.
Someone
better
stole
to
my
do
bell,
than
so I can't
do.
sound enthusiastic anymore.
You what, sorry?
Someone stole my bell, so I can't sound enthusiastic.
You haven't got a phone. Yes, sir. Sir.
Oh no, sorry. I'll just.
All right, I thought perhaps you wanted to interject then.
Should we have the scores for Burnley then?
Yeah, scores for the Burnley game. This is between you, me and the goalposts. Blue Hobbers saying Burnley 1, Blues 1. Docco is saying 2-2 against Burnley. 1-1. Docco.
I think that's going to be
2-2. Chris.
2-0 Burnley.
Burnley 1, Blues
Chris
1.
Pugh 0-2. Capo.
I'm going for 2-1 to Burnley.
1-2. Here we go.
it's starting to set in,
God.
isn't it?
2-1. 2-1.
Not 1-2.
Burnley are at home. 2-1.
Oh, beg your pardon. Yes, of course they are. 2-0 and 2-1.
We've got to lose sometime, haven't we?
Chris.
I'm going to go for a 1-0 Burnley.
Well, it's deja vu last season, isn't it? Right, okay. Screw you lot, and I mean it now. So 1-0
to
Burnley, right? The Blues are going up there. They're going to take a good following, all right? Voted, by the way, noisiest fans in the country. Voted the noisiest fans in the country.
Who buy Blues?
Birmingham.
Blues fans.
There's no way we're noisier than some others.
Oh, wait, it wouldn't
Stoke were at
surprise
one
me.
stage, weren't they?
Yeah,
Stoke
but
were.
I've been there today. 'Cause
Millwall
it was
as well.
a dark, dismal place. A dark, dismal place.
They like
Stoke is.
chips as well, don't they, apparently?
I'll come back to that in a second. Mate. I'm going a 2-1 win to Blues. 1-2.
I'll
Okay.
take that.
I'm going for a 1-2 to Blues.
on
Chris
then.
is looking at me
You
exhaustedly,
do it.
exasperated.
I'm used to it by
This is
now.
a new season, new players and all that. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we'll leave that. Yes, I've been to Stoke today. Stoke is a dark and dismal place, almost at the end of the earth. You really wouldn't want to go there unless you had to. I had to. Couldn't wait to get out. My son was with me. He's creative, shall we say, my Adam. And he's done band photography on stages at a very high level, etc., etc., etc. And he suggested me that we make an album of photographs of Stoke, but it would be rather disparaging. It would be all the broken down slums and the
Welcome to Stoke.
half broken walls with graffiti all over them. They have got a sign as you go into Stoke. It's one of these, these brown indication signs. It just says cultural quarter. Cultural quarter. And I have to tickle myself laughing every time I go past it. Cultural quarter. There's a cultural quarter in Stoke, and it's like really makes me laugh. And the place that I was at today was called the Quality Inn Hotel. The less said about the first word, the better. Perhaps shall we leave it at that? And we were opposite.
They're not listening.
I don't care. Opposite was they are. Some of them are. I know they are. I've got to go back up there tonight. Oh dear. There was this like broken down, dilapidated takeaway shop, right? And I have a theory as to why that went out of business. They've got pictures of chickens and pictures of burgers, and there wasn't a single picture of chips on the wall. Hence the reason they went out of business. So, take the C off of chips in in Stoke, and you're left with take the C off of chips, and you're left with
Hips.
the less said the better. Anyway, I had a half a day out in Stoke. Right, okay,
On
we've
the
got
same thing.
I was saying Hull is the worst place to go.
Has anybody been to
I've never been to
that?
Hull.
Oh, it's horrible.
I've never been to Hull.
That is a depressing
Wow.
place. Even the people in Hull don't like it there.
Right.
It's horrible.
But this woman walked past us, and I'm like, she's like, I couldn't tell whether she was dressed or not dressed, and you know when you walk past and somebody like this, like kind of like short. I'm stuttering. This short kind of white miniskirt on that has got like a very lack of material, and you can obviously see that she's got no pants on.
I wonder where our mum got to today.
Did you let her out? And then Robert, there's Doc. I mean, running up the street after her.
He was not going.
How to breath.
SKC
Anyway.
says 2-1 to Blues. Let's be positive.
Yeah, right. SKC is that one.
Yep,
Is that
SKC.
a fast food outlet as well?
Always on for me now.
Craig M. Oh dear, Craig. Oh, Craig. 0-2 to Burnley. 2-0 and Hull. Right, okay. Your experience in Hull then quickly before we
It's just a dire place.
Really,
Horrible
really,
place.
Chris.
Very, very horrible.
Final.
Scary.
Yeah.
Dank.
Not very welcoming.
Dirty.
Yeah.
That's the good. Those are
Like
the
the
good
third
bits.
world.
Well, there you go. Have you ever been to Hull, Capo?
No.
The worst place you've ever been to?
Villa Park.
Hey, lad. Lad, what an answer. Right answer, correct. You win today's bonus.
Thank you very much.
That's a 2-week or longer
Sunderland.
holiday in Syria.
Sunderland or Yeovil.
Yeah.
One of the two.
I've been to Yeovil. I didn't find that too bad.
Sunderland was horrible. Been to Sunderland a couple of times. Thought once was a FA Cup match in January, a replay.
Yeah?
Nothing could beat the old
my
Middlesbrough, Ayson Park.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Mm.
That was horrible.
Again, that wasn't a ground I went to.
Burnham Park at Bolton. That
Burnham
was
Park,
great.
yes.
Yeah, SMC saying is Aston is worse, surely. We all have to agree with that. And Craig M, it's only because our record on Sky is terrible at times.
Yeah, which doesn't bode well as we've got 3 games on Sky in the next 4, I think.
Yeah.
Burnley, Derby at home and Ipswich away is on Sky as well.
Wolves at home is on Sky as well.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well, we've had a little bit of fun today. It's nice to be back. But now we're going to talk the last 10 minutes out on a really... Oh, actually, just before we do, new kit. Impressed, not impressed?
I think it'd be great to see fans dressed up like Thunderbirds on.
Hence the change to the Tilton Talk show
I
introduction.
like the away one. I'm not so keen.
I don't
on
like the away one.
I like the away one.
I do like the home one.
Yeah, I like the away one.
I think it's a great gesture to go back to the original kit, like 140.
I'm not
years
quite
after.
sure why they've celebrated 140 though.
No, I know. It seems a bit desperate to me.
It is, yeah.
So what we're going to do, we've got to top it in 10 years.
Well,
by doing
I think
it.
it's better
just
in case we're not around.
Yeah, it's probably...
yeah.
We don't know
Hopefully
if
we'll
we're
be back in
gonna-
the Premier League by then. Yeah. See how negative you lot are. Crying
Well
out
done on
loud.
saying the Premier League though, and not the Premiership.
Craig's M saying that at least they speak normally in Aston.
I never found that.
Hey.
I'd hate to have to.
They
do,
can speak in
I'd
Aston.
hate to have to do sign language in Aston. You know what I mean? With all them fingers, you know. I just think everybody was stuttering at you, wouldn't you?
Go to translate. He says he loves the away kit, by the way.
Love both kits. It's fantastic selections, in my opinion.
I've seen
love
some
the away
Blues
kit.
fans on Saturday. They were wearing the original
The
yellow,
original one.
black and red.
Yeah.
They were wearing that shot. I think I saw about 10.
Yeah, because we had a little bit of an issue again with the whole
Yeah.
on kits again, which is a bit disappointing. Sort of
I don't know.
We're not the
noticed.
only club this year though.
No, we're not.
There's a number of clubs in the
He
Football
said
League
the
that have
Earth
had
ones,
They weren't too bad last
kit
year.
issues.
I had a nightmare with my season ticket as well. Waited. My dad got his about 6 weeks ago. I ended up getting mine 2 days before the game on Saturday. Went to the turnstile. It wouldn't scan. So I've got to send it back to get a different one.
There are. It's only teething problems.
Only down the Blues.
I'm sure it's not.
It's
I'm
probably
sure
not.
it's not.
No.
You know, it's just that we get to hear about it, obviously, because we're involved with it, and I'm sure it isn't every club. Right, okay, we're into the last. Sort of, Chris has actually managed to put the clock right. So thanks ever so much for that.
So it took you a year.
Now I'm behind, thinking that we've still got more time in this and the other. A lot of debate over this over the weekend, and what I want is some honest reaction from people, not only in the studio but also yourselves out there, on the layout, timing, format, and presentation of the new Channel 5, and everybody is. Chris Pugh, I'm going to open this with you, Chris. Now, if I tell you my story and then allow you to tell you what you think of it, right? I get in at 3:10 on a Sunday morning, all right? The very first thing I used to do, get in, pour myself a very large pint of, actually, Bacardi and Coke, and I'm not ashamed to say I probably go over the limits of the government guidelines, but who
Yes,
cares?
we've heard you.
Right? And I sit there and I watch the Football League show. Boom, 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 boom. And I can watch as much of it as I wish. Yeah? Okay. I did exactly the same this Saturday. Over to you.
Well, I watched it at 9 o'clock I watched it live.
Me too.
As it was coming on. I couldn't quite believe it. You know, the whole it was as if they hadn't prepared a plan for it at all or anything. It was like they'd just racked something together. The first highlights package that they'd had through that day, we'll put that one on because that's what we've got first. Or we haven't had this one through yet, we'll put them on at the end. Or I mean, I can see why they put some of the championship games on at the end to keep people watching it all the way through. I don't think it worked. I don't think people did watch it all the way through. The adverts is obviously frustrating. The Top Gear live audience style is embarrassing.
Without
absolutely embarrassing.
There was one of them with a football shirt, and that was a Wolves fan with a blue football shirt.
Yeah.
I didn't see another football shirt.
There were football shirts. There
Really?
was one guy with
Bear in mind, it's like 4
with a
o'clock in the
football
morning.
shirt on and beach shorts.
Yeah, that's right. Flip flops.
Yeah,
Flip-flops,
flip
yeah.
shorts,
I
some
did.
flip flops.
Genuinely, I did fall asleep part way through. Right.
The guest that they had on, the thing about the Football League show, the one on the BBC, is they did it out that you wouldn't have known. You didn't know the results. They didn't tell you the results as you went through. They started off by showing the Sheffield Wednesday game, which was relatively decent highlights, and then went straight in and said, on the other hand, Sheffield Wednesday got battered 4-0. Sheffield United, got battered 4-0. Showed their goals, then went straight to a break. So they're showing one championship game, one League One's goals, and then gone straight to a break. The guest to bring Martin Allen on, the Barton manager, and ask him to talk through his side losing to Leyton Orient. They were showing the goals, and the guy was asking him, so talk me through what happened here. And so you're asking a manager to talk you through his side conceding goals and losing all that. Just really unorganised chaos. I thought it was dreadful.
It reminded me of a school play.
Yeah,
that had
yeah,
actually been
yeah.
choreographed and written by a 12-year-old.
Yeah, you're right. It was just so unorganised and
all over the
unplanned.
shop
It was.
You know.
I did fall asleep with a Bacardi in my hand. I wasn't drunk or anything like that. Just no. And and Sharon says, "Oh, you know, all the championship games are finished." I said, "Well, they've been swapping from one to the other." And I said, "What?" I said, "It's been swapping from one to the other." I couldn't believe it. I think that format is as poor as you could possibly get.
And then the tables thing at the end.
Oh my! Leave that in the 1970s.
You just stick a piece of paper onto a stick and turn it round.
Yeah.
Especially after one game.
I know.
And you're putting so much emphasis on the
It
table
took
after
him like
one
10
game.
seconds to like turn it around slowly, almost to like get you on edge of the seat to see who's where. It's the first game of the
It was
season.
almost as though you've not
And
seen the table. The
I
first
know.
thing we do is look at the tables as soon as the games are over.
So you see 1 to 8. They showed you 1 to 8. And then they panned down to the bottom, which was like 24 to 7. So you didn't actually see any of the mid-table. I mean, the fact that it's irrelevant anyway, because it's a table after one game, is, you know... But they're just all round really
Honest,
poor.
one-word answer. Do you think the sports radio presentation team could do a better job?
Yes.
Do you think the sports
Yes.
radio... Listen to the question.
Didn't ask the other question.
Do you think the sports radio team could do a better job?
Yes.
Do you think the sports radio team could do a better job?
Definitely.
So do I. Shall we go and apply?
I think we should be
Should we go
giving
and
a
apply?
go, yeah.
Yeah. Blues
Yeah.
on first every week.
On a serious
20-minute
note,
highlights.
the people who have a go at the BBC, you know, it's a case of be careful what you wish for, because I'd love that Football League show back now.
04:24. That's 25 minutes past 4 in the morning. I watched the Birmingham, should we call it, highlights?
Yeah, well, yeah.
They didn't debate the goal that should have been for Reading.
Yeah, they said something like, I'd like to see if that goal went over the line.
But
Then he went,
show
we'll
it
watch
again.
that after then.
But they didn't show it again.
No.
Didn't show it.
No.
I know.
They went, we'll watch it after we've done this then.
But that guy, I think it was Adam Virgo, the ex-Brighton defender, he was supposed to be the guest analyst, and he was just standing there by the telly, and at every game that he went to, the only thing he said was, it's not the start that so-and-so would have wanted, it's not the start that, I haven't started as well as they would have hoped. It's like, that's not analysis. You know, you're supposed to be there. You know, if there's anybody who's not actually doesn't know that much about league football, They won't know anything about it.
Yep, gauging some reactions coming on the shape box. SKC the least said about Channel 5 show, the better. Craig said, would anybody miss the Channel 5 show if it disappeared completely? SKC, probably not. Blue Hobber, Channel 5 show wasn't even a poor second best match of the day. Better off watching highlights from a fan's day at the game. Shocking. Commercial TV will never do football league highlight show. A good football league highlight show. Cardboard league table was pathetic. Doco, well said.
Yeah.
Doco's most poignant note of the night, that one. And SRB could do a better job. Channel 5 need to do a better job. Right, okay, well that's it. The Tilton Talk show's all done for a Monday night. Thanks ever so much to Capo for coming.
Why? Just come on. Never mind.
Well, we're on.
Why didn't you come on earlier, Doc?
Because I said I'd Skype you lot.
Yeah, well, we ignored it.
Hey?
We ignored it. Didn't.
To bugger off.
Oh, language. Right, we're still on there. Okay, that's it for the Tilton Talk show. Got to say goodbye. Channel K on Thursday night. Capo, all the best for that. Thanks ever so much for coming in, buddy. Chris, absolutely brilliant to see you again. Glad summer's over and done with him. We can get these jobs done on a Monday night. Chris, thanks for your hospitality and also your non-alcoholic beer. And thank you, Capo, for the chocolates and the woolly-shaped Haribos. Have a great week, guys. 2 gays coming up before we come in and debate it all over again. Take care. Keep right on to the end of the road.
Good night and good night, Doco. Say good night.